Welcome to this lesson and welcome to finding out more about how chunks can help you improve your spoken English. Today we're going to look at a specific type of chunk, one that you hear in the following sentences. They're in charge of ordering supplies. She's afraid of going out in the dark. I'm interested in history. So what we'll look at is the basic chunk, but if speaking is your goal, a better way to look at the chunk, we'll practice that a bit. Then we'll see what comes after the chunk, so you can make sentences with these chunks. Then I will ask you questions, so you can make your own examples, make these chunks part of your own language. We'll also have a look at the negative. What does it look like in the negative form? And we'll have a look at the question form. So this is for part one in a 3, possibly 4-part series about this type of chunk. Okay, so what do they look like? Be in charge of. So the basic chunk, this is be in charge of, be accustomed to, be disappointed with, be looking forward to. So they follow this kind of format. So they've got be, and they end with something called a preposition. I think this is a good starting point, but if speaking is your goal, then it's better to think of the chunks more like this. So these are the 5 that we will work with today. So I'm excited about, I'm fond of, I'm afraid of, I'm interested in, I'm looking forward to. Before we go on, I want you to think about the pronunciation here. So the first part is I'm, and we will stick with I'm today, because I think most of the time we talk about ourselves. It's the one that we'll use most often. So just a quick note. Don't say I am excited about, because you sound robotic. And it's not good to sound robotic. Make it more natural. Close the I am together. Just have a I'm sound. So just by saying I'm, you will sound less robotic. We'll quickly go through it. So I'm excited about. I will say it 3 times. Join me. I'm excited about. I'm excited about. I'm excited about. Next one is I'm fond of. Remember to close the mouth, have the sound. I'm going to say it 3 times. Join me. I'm fond of. I'm fond of. I'm fond of. Next one, I'm afraid of. Ready? I'm afraid of. That was a bit unnatural, sorry. Another 3. Okay, so first one, I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of. Next one, ready? I'm interested in. I'm interested in. I'm interested in. And the next one, I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to. So over here we've got some sentences. So we've got the chunk, I'm excited about, plus some extra information. So pause the video, have a look at these sentences. What can you add to I'm excited about? Well, I'm fond of, I'm afraid of. What comes after it? Okay, I'm excited about going on holiday. So we get this type 4, a type 4 action after it. So I'm excited about going on holiday. I'm excited about reading this book. Or you can just get a noun. So I'm excited about my holiday. Again, I'm fond of drinking coffee. I'm fond of coffee. I'm afraid of going out in the dark. I'm afraid of the dark. So in I'm afraid of, I think here, when you use the type 4, you can be a little bit more specific. What exactly are you afraid of? doing in the dark. I'm afraid of sleeping in the dark. I'm afraid of walking around in the dark. Okay? And our other ones, I'm interested in speaking Japanese. I'm interested in Japanese. I'm looking forward to cooperating with you. I'm looking forward to our cooperation. Okay, so you can add this type 4, the ing version, of a noun after these chunks. So now it's over to you. I'm going to ask you a question. You can see it on the screen. But what I want you to do after I've asked the question is to pause and make up 3 examples of your own. Okay, so ready? What are you excited about? Pause. Here are my 3 examples. Your examples might be different, but just check that your examples were followed by either a noun or a type 4. So anyway, my examples are, I'm excited about my video game. I'm excited about going to the cinema. I'm excited about meeting my friends. Next question. What are you fond of? So what are you fond of? What do you like, basically? So ready? What are you fond of? Pause. Here are my 3 examples. I'm fond of gardening. I'm fond of cooking for my friends. I'm fond of chocolate. What are you afraid of? Here are my 3 examples. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm afraid of my boss. I'm afraid of living in the countryside. Our next question. What are you interested in? These are my examples. Yours might be different. I'm not interested in history. I'm interested in having a good time. I'm interested in art. What are you looking forward to? I'm not looking forward to the exams. I'm looking forward to making some bread. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Here we can see the negative form. So let me just read through the example. So basically we add not. So I'm not looking forward to the exams. I'm not excited about the movie. I'm not interested in politics. I'm not afraid of spiders. I'm not fond of spirits. And here, spirits, I mean strong alcohol, like vodka, whiskey. And a little note here, sometimes you'll hear, I ain't looking forward to work. I ain't afraid of horses. So it's possible to hear that this I ain't. Okay, my question here is, where are the prepositions? And prepositions are those short words like to, in, of, about. And where are they? They're at the end of the question. And I bring this up because in many languages, especially in Europe, the preposition tends to be put at the front of the question. To what are you looking forward? Don't say that in English. What are you looking forward to? Much more natural. So in English, we put the preposition at the end of the question. That brings us to the end of today's lesson. There will be more coming soon. In the video description below, I will put a link to a list of these kinds of chunks. So today we had I'm looking forward to, but I will list probably something like 30 or 40 or perhaps 50 of these types of chunks, and they follow the same pattern. So that will come soon, promise.